I'll be there in 1 second. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm putting my lights on. Getting ready for you. Let's do this. Oops. 1 minute. Gotta fix something. Okay. I think that did it. Oh. Just a minute, sorry about the wait. Sorry, just give me 1 second. All right, we're almost there. Hey, it's Kathy. I hope my camera's not in the way. I'm gonna check out my camera in 1 second. Let me go to my YouTube so I can see what's up here. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to my Thanks for hanging in with me. Sorry about the wait. Just trying to figure out my stuff this morning here. What's happening? What would be happening? Play next in queue. Okay, are we going? Are we going? Oh! Wait a minute. I'm in the wrong... Okay. I'm in the wrong aspect ratio. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I will fix it in 1 second. Okay, let's see. Okay. You good? You good? Almost there. I did you a solid and I moved my I moved my camera holder so it's a little closer to the table. So it should be a little better today, I think. Guess what? I put on lipstick for you today. And earrings. How's that? See, trying to encourage you to stick around for 1 second. Let's see here. Let's do that. Okay. All right, cool. Now, ta-da! Let's see. Are we here? Can you see me? And we will find out. No, not really. You can't really see me. I need to raise my camera up. So I just want to fix this once and for all. Since I'm already going to edit out this entire opening part, let me just see what I can do to fix things today, to this moment. Can we do that? Is that better? Fix my hair. Let's see. Hold on. Thanks for hanging in. I apologize for the for this wacky hold up here. I did this for you today. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? We got my keyboard. We got my face and frame. That's good. We'll see how long that lasts, because you know, these things do have a way of getting moved around sometimes. So, hey, happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm excited. Today's our last day. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, what should we do next? I have some ideas. We can talk about it. Down the road today. This is what we did yesterday. Mary E. Wilkins Freeman. That was actually a really good one. If you get a chance and you're interested in hearing me gab, super fun one. Hey, Megan Kelly. Hi. Thanks for coming this morning. So this one was really fun. We did it yesterday. And here was my mistake. I had mistake number 2 of Inktober, mistake page. And this one was Zora Neale Hurston. If you haven't watched this one, it's really... I'm running out of adjectives. And I feel like I'm going to be, like I already am, repeating myself. Oh, fascinating. Wow. Like I'm repeating myself. What do I need? I need a thesaurus. I love thesaurus. So I have a lot of stuff going on in my head today. I have ideas for this month, for November. I did my research this morning on Ethel Lina White, so I'm excited to do her, and I have a little fun fact about her for you. And I actually found like a really cute picture of her with a cute little 20s bob. So I'm excited about that because, they don't often have a cute little picture. And here's the cute little picture. I'm going to just show you now if this is it. Yeah, isn't that cute? What a cute picture. I wish it was bigger, but I'm glad that we have that. So, oh, did you see that? Did I just not show you? Here, I'm going to show you. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn off my overhead because it's like really... It's like really... Hey, Megan. Oh, you like my hair? Thank you. I was just going to say, it says message retracted. Megan Kelly left on the chat note, and it says message retracted, and I have to share. I do have a little Nightbot who Nightbot does a little moderating for me, kind of. So like if you use all caps or if you use the same word over and over and over and over and over again, that kind of stuff. So because we're looking at my iPad, sorry I'm all over the place, I'm turning off my overhead because I don't want the ring light on my iPad, but I want you to be able to see how sweet her little face is. Check it out. She inspired Hitchcock. She inspired Hitchcock's The Lady Vanishes. So we're going to read her Wikipedia. And then we're going to do a quote. And bonus too, I'm like ready. I am so ready. I have a quote I love. I have a quote that's timely, that's meaningful today. And the visual came to me... it came to me pretty quickly when I saw it. So I love it when that happens because that is just like an immediate yes, from the gut. So let's go in. Ethel Lina White. I'm going to bring my mic a little closer. Hopefully it will sound better with a little closer mic. Oh, forgot. Beverage today. This is Harney & Sons Paris tea. It is a black tea with a very fragrant, like sweet, fragrant, almost like an Earl Grey, but not quite that botanical-ish. Like there's some floweriness to it, but it's hard to pinpoint. It's delightful though. And I put steamed half and half in it, and I put some agave syrup, and it's fabulous. So. Can you believe this? I already drank my coffee this morning. So I've been up since early. So maybe we're getting back into the early. I hope so. All right. Without further ado, let's do this. Chuck. Yep. I just had to take a quick look at my Look at my screen back there. Ethel Lina White. April 1876. Do we not know the day? I don't know if we know like the day and the month. Oh no, the month is April, obviously. I don't know if we know the day. It seems like we don't. To 13 August 1944. Was a British crime writer from Abergavenny, Monmouthshire, Wales. She was best known for her novel The Wheel Spins, 1936, on which the Alfred Hitchcock 1938 film The Lady Vanishes was based. Early years. Born in Abergavenny, Monmouthshire in 1876. So wait a minute. Let's see. Let's just do a little math here. Mental math. Let's do a little mental math. I learned a new term, okay? This is like, I think it's like is a Gen Z thing. Maybe it's even, I don't know. I'm a Gen X, so there's been a lot of gens since my gen. And I only recently heard the mental math from one of you guys who was chatting with me, and I was like, is that doing math in your head? Because that's like, I'm really good at that. That's what I do. I do math in my head. Anyway, that's how I always did math. Okay, let's back up here. Okay, she was known for her novel The Wheel Spins, 1936. So if we do math, she was like an older lady when she wrote it. So if she was 36, 46 was 6. So she was 60? Was she 60 when she wrote that? Is my math wrong? Let's see. Early years. Okay, so let's just start in. She was born in Abergavenny, Monmouthshire in 1876. Ethel Lina White was the daughter of William White, a builder and inventor of the Hygean rock building composition, and Ethel White, C. White, both of Clifton, Bristol. She was one of 9 children. Okay, they're not telling us yet. Maybe they'll tell us what order she was. But check this out. Her father's invention, a compound of bitumen and cement, was the first waterproof building material, and it was used in the construction of the London Underground, which brought wealth to the family. Isn't that cool? I mean, is it cool? I don't know. I haven't looked into any controversy about it, but I think it's very fascinating to reuse a word that I use all the time. It's fascinating. And I love a fun fact. White grew up in Fairliew Grange, which was built in the 1880s by her father, and started writing as a child and contributing essays and poems to children's papers. So she's written from like a really young age. She was doing this. She passed a government examination, 2nd class. Don't know what that means. There's no click through there, so I'm not going to click through. In freehand drawing at Newport School of Art in 1890. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. So she was a kid when like Van Gogh was older. I always have like Van Gogh is like my 1890s guy. He's always in my mind for the 1890s. Like that's my Van Gogh era. So I know like it's my thread to other people around at that time. Like I'm like, okay, Van Gogh. She later began to write. It helps me to actually, sorry to interrupt myself, but it helps me to sort of like put eras together and like to place movements and things like that, and just like cultural shifts. So I love that. I love the dates. She later began to write short stories, but it was some years before she wrote books. She was living in Abergavenny in 1911. So that is, she was born in 1876. So let's say 25, 35, 36. So she was 35. They're talking about when she was 35. It was some years before she wrote books. She was living in Abergavenny in 1911. I don't know what context we care about this date is right now. 35. Is that early years? I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. Career as a writer. By 1917, White was working in London in the Ministry of Pensions. But in 1919, she resigned for a £10 advance. Hey guys, I learned. That's pound. If you've watched any of my earlier... Kathy's confused. Kathy figured it out, okay? Sorry about the third person thing. I figured it out. I Googled it. We're in business now. That's a pound. She resigned for a 10-pound advance in order to write, later saying it was because she disliked the lack of fresh air and office life. I can't blame her there. Her publications made her one of the best-known crime writers in Britain and the United States in the 1930s and 1940s. White's first three books, published between 1927 and 1930, were mainstream novels. Her first crime novel, published in 1931, was called Put Out the Light. Although attention to her has faded. Let me rewrite that. Although attention to her has faded, in her day she was well known as writers like Dorothy L. Sayers and Agatha Christie. My mother, like interjection here, my mother was a mystery novel fanatic. And I think she read every one of Dorothy Sayers and Agatha Christie novels. They were stacked. They were stacked in the front hallway. Like, we had piles. I mean, they were, you could build a fort. And my mom, I mean, I read a lot of books because of her, you know? Like, she was very much a reader, a huge reader. So thanks, Mom. Her works have enjoyed a revival in recent years with the stage adaptation of The Lady Vanishes touring the UK in 2001, a BBC broadcast of an abridged version on BBC Radio 4, and a BBC adaptation in 2013. Many of her out-of-print works have recently reappeared in Amazon Kindle. Awesome. Okay, I love that they're mentioning this here because I always want to share links and things of where you can read things for free or listen to them for free. And you can do that on, not today, because I could not find her on LibriVox, which is an audiobook, audio free listening. So they have, if you go to LibriVox.org, they have public domain authors and books read for you. So you can go in, look up an author and see, you know, and then you can just like listen to, you know, a Jane Austen or, you know, somebody who's, you know, who you haven't really heard of. You could just go in and look them up, and they have a lot of people. I didn't find her. It doesn't mean she's not there, because sometimes you have to kind of get creative with your search strategies on there. They don't always come up right away, but you can find plenty of like stuff on there, and don't give up if you can't find it the first time. And there's another website called Gutenberg Project. I forget the URL and everything, but if you go on there, you can find a lot of public domain works in like a PDF format or in just like plain text, and you can read it. So that's another option. So plenty of ways to seek out. And if you get like, you know, you can get creative, you know, with your search terms and stuff, and you can find things. So if you want to, I believe in that. I believe in free education, guys, you know? Okay. So we know many of her out-of-print works have been recently reappeared on Amazon Kindle. Okay, death. Ethel Lina White died of ovarian cancer in London in 1944. Hold on. So she was 68, I think. Age 68. I just did the math. Age 68. Her estate was valued at £5,737. I did the math for you, and that turns out to USD today like $426,000. And the pound is like, it's worth more than the dollar right now. So it's like maybe around 600,000 pounds, around that. Today, the pound is worth now $1.31 USD. So it's like a little more than that. It's a little bit more than 426,000. It's like maybe 500 550 or 565 or something. Her will read, I give and bequeath unto Sister Anadora White. Sister, obviously, that's not, she didn't call her sister Anadora. Her sister is Annis, Annis, Dora White. All that I possess on condition she pays a qualified surgeon to plunge a knife into my heart after death. Thought to reflect her lifelong fear of being buried alive. Oh, wow. A theme which featured in her novel The First Time He Died, published in 1935. Wow. That's like kind of gruesome. I kind of admire it. So what's going on here? I'm so conflicted. Maybe you are too. Adaptations. The first film adaptation of White's work was of The Wheel Spins, renamed The Lady Vanishes. The novel was optioned to be filmed soon after publication in 1936, but shelved until Alfred Hitchcock took it up. Oh, wait. It was optioned to be filmed immediately, pretty much. Wow. She must have been like, hot writer on the scene for that to happen, but shelved until Alfred Hitchcock took it up. Whilst The Lady Vanishes is primarily seen as one of the highlights in Alfred Hitchcock's career, he almost did not make the film, doing so only to fulfill a studio contract with Gainsborough Pictures. In 1979, Elliot Gould did a film version. Okay, time for a sip of my tea break. Thank you for your patience. Okay. The success of The Lady Vanishes brought interest in making more films from her books. In 1945, her novel Midnight House became The Unseen, directed by Lewis Allen. I've not heard of that. Wait. Let's click in. The Unseen. Oh my gosh. Okay. Screenplay by Raymond Chandler. Wow. Based on the novel Her Heart in Her Throat by Ethel Lina White. Okay. And directed by Lewis Allen, and release date 1945. I love film noir. So is this a film noir? And I love old movies too. Not as much as my husband, and not as much as my mother did, but a fair amount. Enough. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, back up. Okay, the success of The Lady Vanishes brought interest in making more films from her books. We already read this. In 1945, her novel Midnight House became The Unseen, directed by Lewis Allen. Shortly after came an adaptation of Some Must Watch, one of White's earlier novels. Again, the name of the novel was changed and became The Spiral Staircase. Oh, it gained a Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination for Ethel Barrymore. Let's click in real quick. I want to look at the movie poster if they have one. Ooh! Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Original theatrical poster. I love original theatrical poster. Yes, please. Look at that. Okay, that looks... Let me guess. Oh, wait. 40s, obviously, right? 40s. I was going to guess. I'm like looking at it like, let me guess the time frame when obviously we're talking about the 40s here. So that wasn't fair. Oh, look, it made $2.8 million and the budget was $750,000. So I'd call that a win, right? I wonder like what the reception was. Reception analysis. Subject to significant film criticism and academic discussion, particularly in regard to the film's visual motifs and blending of horror and film noir. Although characterized by contemporaneous press as a mystery romance, well, they need to market the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be mismarketed, but if the shoe fits, they're gonna like angle it towards what's selling, right? The film has been noted by contemporary critics for its prominent Gothic horror elements. Let's all go watch The Spiral Staircase. It has also been cited as one of numerous progenitors to the slasher film, specifically for its female-centric cast and point-of-view cinematography deployed during scenes in which the killer stalks his victims. We gotta watch this. OMG! I must watch this. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. That sounded like Oprah. I didn't mean that. Okay. Commemoration. In 2021. Okay. Put a pin in that. the spiral staircase. I'm also going to put a pin in The Lady Vanishes. I'm going to do a night. I'm going to do an Ethel Lina White night with Matt. And maybe with our movie club. Yes, we have a Zoom movie club. And that's as much as I'm telling you right now. This is already very personal. Okay, commemoration. In 2021, a blue plaque was to be erected on a building in Frogmore Street, Abergavenny, marking her birthplace. It gained support from the History Points Project and the Abergavenny History Society. Bibliography, okay? Let's look at some of her books. Okay, she got a lot of books. We're not going to read all of them. I mean, we're not going to read all of them here. But I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to see... I want to know... Okay, one thing that would be good to look up is if she... They would have said if she went under any fake names, aliases. That's kind of my thought is... Why is she not showing up in our lovely LibriVox? I don't know. But I have some other websites that I have pulled up. And we can read a little bit more about her here because I feel like I didn't get enough. I didn't get enough. I want more. I want more. How long is this article? Lack of fresh air. Remember when she said giving up her day job, lack of fresh air? I need air. I need a window. Let's see. Okay, now. I read part of this, and I read there's a New York Times one too. And oh, that one is locked down, but I actually went to this archive site. And I found it, but just without... Oh, there's a better picture. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. But without photos. There's a lot of photos missing here. Let's see. Should we read this? Overlooked No More. Okay, NewYorkTimes.com. Overlooked No More. I'm just going to read a segment because I don't want them to... demonetize my video. Let's see. Okay. Hold on one moment. 1 minute. I want to find a good little chunk. We really didn't get a lot of personal information. And I'm wondering, I mean, I feel like she was alive in a more recent part of like the time frame that we're going over this past month of Inktober, but so it's not like they're, and she was a public figure, so it's not like, you know, oh, they're lost files of Ethel Lina White, you know what I mean? So I don't really know why there's not as much to go on here. All right, well, look, more to study on her, right? We need to look her up some more. I want more. But let's look at the quotes. So I found a really nice quote that I did not find on my beloved Quotations by Women site. It wasn't here. But I found this quote. Where did I find the quote? Where did I find it? It's in my photos, so let's see. Hold on a minute. No. Okay. All right, give me one momento. There we go. All right. Lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. And I think I love a quote that's succinct, to the point, has a concept I can put into a visual quickly and thoughtfully, like something that just pops. And that is very timely. Did I already say timely? It's timely. What more can I say? This is very timely. And my thought was I wanted to look up rallies, like activism rallies, because I think this would be really good showing people holding signs. And I knew, I know since we're doing ink, I could do the people as more shadowy, and then the signs as the standout parts. And then, and so I wanted to find some sort of bird's eye view-ish photos for reference of rallies. And I found this, and I found this. And fun fact, just kind of fun. Alan Taylor used to do. He's a photographer, and now he's a senior editor at The Atlantic. And I used to work with him at Boston.com/The Boston Globe, and he started a photo blog called The Big Picture, which was a daily photo essay of something going on in the world, where he would curate photos and, you know, add his photos in, I believe, too. So anyway, it was an amazing project, and he won a ton of awards for it, and he is now a senior editor at Atlantic. So I am proud to say that I knew Alan Taylor way back then, when he was doing The Big Picture, when he started it, and super nice guy, and amazing photo, right? So let's do this. Okay, I want to correct myself because I don't know if he's actually a photographer. I know he edited The Big Picture. I know he chose all the pictures. I always kind of assumed that he added his own pictures in too when it made sense, but I don't know if that's actually true. So I don't want to spread false information. But anyway, all right, so we're going to do the quote. We're going to do lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. And I would really like to do, I want to do signs. Let's do a real quick, I'm going to put the light on overhead right now. Okay, I'm probably just for my own sake, because you guys, I don't know. I think that I feel like my camera adjusts, you know what I mean? To whatever. I'm just going to grab a rando sketchbook. And hey, look. We have a nice blank page right there. Let's do this here. Let's just do lost causes. First, I'm going to write it up here, just so I have it, because I'm going to have to charge my iPad. Lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. Ethel Lina White. Okay, we're good there. I'm going to plug my iPad in because I don't want to run into problems later when I do my second stream. So just bear with me. Takes forever for my iPad to charge. Yep. Oh my gosh. When mine is dead, forget it. It's just like... I have a really old iPad though. Maybe yours is newer, or maybe they're just all like that. I don't know. All right. So let's turn this. I don't think I need... No. Okay. We're going to go to... I just want to... If I can show you, let me show you. Let me show you. See, there's my iPad. So I'm just adjusting for that right now. I'll do this. And now, okay, hopefully you can still see me. I did adjust my camera a little bit earlier, like this camera, because, you know, what's the point of having a camera if you can't interact with me? You know what I mean? Okay. Lost causes. Lost. Oh, Megan, I'm sorry. I don't know why. My little chatbot is being a meanie. I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. I'm sure you're not saying things that are bad in there. That chatbot should really only be doing. Lost causes are the only. Well, I'm really glad that I did this because I'm having some issues here. Lost causes. Not issues, but if I started in and didn't work this out with this concept, then worth fighting. Lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. Okay, so let's do that. That'll sort of be our thing, and then we'll have like people behind. So this photo is really helpful to just see. I'm not going to like draw all the people's faces and everything. We're going to like allude. We're going to allude to people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. I'm just going to mark out where I want it to be, like beginning. And we're going to go into this with ink. It's going to be ink central here. So I was thinking about this upcoming month and okay, and what to do for 10 o'clock. And I really like this sort of template of, I mean, I'm really comfortable with it, and it's creative for me, and and hopefully for you, and I hope that like we're learning, and it's just kind of, I feel like it has a lot of potential for me. So I was thinking of, Megan, I'm going to go onto my Nightbot and I'm going to turn it off, okay? I don't want to time you out. Oh, it looks like you're only timed out for 5 seconds, Megan. Hold on a second. Do you guys mind if I just like go out for, I'll just be gone for like 20 seconds. I just have to turn on my, give me 1 second. I just have to turn on my Crme and then go to Nightbot real quick. Okay, I'm back. My browser's opening over there. I'm just going to go to Nightbot because I want to, I love the penalty box. It's called the ink bottle. LOL. Not sure what I said, but kind of funny. Okay. I'm sorry, Megan. I apologize. Me and Nightbot have a very complicated relationship. And I think sometimes we don't like quite understand each other, you know? Like, I think Nightbot means well, but sometimes Nightbot doesn't follow the program that I think we have going in my head. You know what I mean? And then people get put in the ink bottle, splat, and it's like a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since you're out of the ink bottle right now, I'm gonna just not do that for the moment. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait a minute because I don't think that it's gonna happen again. Perhaps I have like I have like positive thoughts about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I'm thinking positively about it. Okay. Wait. Lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. Lost. Worth. I want worth to be real front and center here. Worth. Fighting for. And then this one can be like that. Worth fighting for. And then Worth here. Worth. Fighting for. Okay. Now we're gonna do. These are signs, and there's people holding signs. So we're gonna do like little people in the back, like little shadowy people. Little people in shadows and like silhouettes, sorta. I don't know how much of this I was gonna make it in of the silhouettes, but you know, give the idea that there are little people going on here. There are people that are holding these signs, right? Lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. So a lot of this stuff is really like a guide for me. It's not like necessarily, you know, something that I'm not necessarily gonna draw everything. I do think I'm gonna make the people in like ink in shadow. Let me move up so you can see. I think I'm off screen a little bit. Okay, let's see here. Okay. And then we want to have a sign for her name too. So we're going to do a little sign right here. Ethel Lina White. Ethel Lina White. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're good? We're good. Let's get our brush pens. First, we have a sip of tea. I'm going to actually pour out a little ink because I really love this brush pen and I don't know how much ink I have in here. Oh! Oop! Oop, oop, oop. All right. Cool. Well, we already started. Because I got some ink splat. Okay, good. Let's use those ink splats. Shall we? I didn't shut this well enough, I guess, yesterday. That's cool. I love a happy accident. I love a happy accident. And let's be brave and just go in. Okay. Yeah, look. There we go. Got some ink. Oh, got more ink. Okay, before I get going, I'm just going to wipe up my table a little bit. See, good thing I have all this paper on here. I think I'm going to switch it out when we switch out to a new, when we switch into a new theme. I'm hoping to have it ready tomorrow. I haven't even done it yet. Like I have a Google Doc. I'm thinking heavily about what to do. I have ideas for like I got ideas, you guys. And if I thought that I would get some poll votes, happy accidents, exactly how I just thought of Bob Ross too, Megan. Yep. I was thinking, oh, I didn't want to say that because, you know, dare I compare what I say to the Bob Ross? I love Bob Ross. And no, I did not see the movie because I cannot watch Owen Wilson. Is it Owen Wilson? I just can't watch him as Bob Ross. I can't do it. I cannot do it. If I thought that I would get responses in like a really short period of time, I would totally pull and be like, hey, what do you guys want to do for November? But I kind of don't think that I'm going to get the feedback that I am looking for in the space of like from now until 4 o'clock in the afternoon today, because that's probably when I'm going to start setting up everything for next month, which is this month. Next month is this month. Talking about November, talking about November and theme for November, theme for this live. And I am just really feeling like I hit a good groove with doing biography and doing historical kind of cultural content and just doing reaction, and then you know, doing like the quote whisperer thing and doing a quote, like coming up with something for one of the quotes, you know, connected to either the person, which it has been the person, but it doesn't have to be. I could do events. I could do like eras. Like I'm thinking, I have all kinds of ideas. I could do like things that happened. Like, I mean, I have some ideas. I don't have my notebook with me at the moment, like right in front of me. But I did want to let you know that it is totally on my mind and I am thinking about it. I could do women artists of the 1800s, of the 1900s, of the 1700s. You know, they didn't get their fair, you know, publicity. So we're here, right? We're here to help them out. We're here to do it. We're here to do it for them. So I really do like the drips that I got here, the little accidental drips, because I love the happy accident. And I want to add some more in, but let's just get these little people down first. We got some little shadowy, because, you know, the people are there and they are important. So I want to have them there and they're contextually important. But because we are all community, I'm not doing, and also because for the time frame, and also because I'm just doing this loosey-goosey style, I'm not doing specific, you know, different people. I'm doing, we're just, you know, we're just doing, showing that there are these different people and they have their signs and they're all in it together. I really like this quote. So yeah, I got ideas. I have ideas, and I really wanted to just jump in because I really feel like what's working for me is just like the start before you're ready thing. Like, yes, yes. Not always, you know, comfortable. Is it ever comfortable? But it's important because that's how you learn. And if I didn't start doing streaming, you know, are you ever ready? Are you ever ready? Is the thing. Not if you're really comfy on your couch and you don't want to do something, right? Then no, you're not. But you just do it. Just do it. So that's where I am right now. And I feel like I'm never ready, Megan says. Yes. I know, you just got to jump in, you know? You just got to do it. I mean, that is how I'm with you. That is how I've had, you know, that's how I've done things that I'm proud of in my life is just, and that's like how passion projects are born. And that's, you know, things that are, you know, stable for you actually grow from those. For me, I can say, in my life, you know, passion projects have sort of spurned just about like most things, honestly. Most of your success comes from passion projects. That's because that's the stuff that you are the most, really the most committed to. And have that never say die attitude about, you know, like that attitude like I will not fail because I will not stop, you know? Oh, this person's like wearing an Ethel Lina White hat because it looks like... I'm going to do another little head here and make it this person hold the sign because there's a person behind them. So we're getting there here. This is kind of neat. I think I might take a brush of water to this shortly, once we get a little further into where we're going. I think I'm going to do that. So let me grab my notebook real quick and I will read some of my ideas. Ta-da! Okay, ready? Arts and cultural movements of the 18th century. We could do any of them separately for like a week apiece, or we could do, I was thinking, my first thought was like spend a month on doing that, but then I started getting into breaking things down and I'm like, that's a lot of different movements, you know? So we could do that. I could do people. We could do like Marie Antoinette. We could do women artists. We could do, another thing I thought of was, I'm a little more hesitant to do it because it's kind of dark. It's very dark. What am I saying? It's not kind of dark. I was thinking we could do like tragedies like the molasses flood, and then there was like a shoe factory disaster, and these are like happened in like the 1800s and early 1900s, stuff like that. You know, I mean, there's a lot of directions. There's like, it's like so many directions, right? So I know that last one is really dark. Oh, Harlem Renaissance. Harlem Renaissance. I want to do the Harlem Renaissance. You could spend an entire month on the Harlem Renaissance. Darkness happens. Exactly. I mean, honestly, right? I mean, I'm a horror movie fan too. I love horror. I love movies. So I watch a lot of horror. I watch a lot of dark thriller type movies. Because that stuff helps us process, right? But also it's entertaining as well. Okay. Movies, that's another one. Oh my gosh. I was thinking I could like recreate posters from some of my favorite movies. You know, like do my own design on them. I love that idea. Although I have to say, we all have shadow and light within us. Right. Oh my gosh, you're so right, Megan. I do want to do things that I can repurpose if I want to, like make prints and stuff out of them, though. So I was thinking maybe I'm looking more for stuff that's in the public domain, or like I also think stuff because the history is so history is so important right now with what's happening in the world, and paying attention to the past so we don't repeat things. And you know, people just don't remember things that happen. You know what I mean? So I do think it's, you know, very worthwhile to shine a light on events and, you know, eras that, you know, that perhaps we should learn from. We need to learn from the past. And I feel like that is just not happening right now. So, I mean, I'm all for, you know, if I can help promote that, and if I can help promote, you know, things that need more that really need more visibility and more I don't want to say promotion, but you know what I mean. More visibility is really the way to say it, I guess. Yeah. Just like don't repeat mistakes, you know what I mean? And I'm actually very fascinated by some of these tragic events. Like I do have a bit of a natural disaster thing. Like I'm interested in natural disaster because I'm just curious person. And that stuff does fascinate me. Fascinated by stuff like that. Fascinated by Everest and people that climb Everest and all that too, which is kind of, I know, not exactly the same, obviously, but it's, you know, it's there is a thread. There is a thread. So yeah. So yeah, I have ideas. If you like any of those ideas, your comments could make a big difference to me in the next like 8 hours, because I'm just deciding. I am deciding what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna see what's calling to me. I'm gonna listen to my intuition, and if you guys have thoughts on any of the above or something else, definitely let me know, because I would love to hear about it. I'm also, I mean, this is probably a little premature. I'm thinking about, because I've really been thinking a lot about like keeping up doing themes, such as I've been doing them with the reading, and then doing a quote or artwork or both with, you know, based on it. And so I'm also thinking maybe I should like rebrand. I don't really have a brand yet for this. This is my Inktober brand. No. Yeah, I'm thinking about really leaning into the template that I've started here with Inktober and continuing on, and you know, coming out with like a deeper schedule, and you know, really kind of honing in more on the themes and stuff overall, you know what I mean? Like finding the vision for this, because I'm definitely really enjoying it, and it really feels really much like good to me, if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to scroll you down a little bit because I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Clearer, better, and kind of like more exciting for you, because I'm thinking it might be a little hard to see further away. If my phone drops, I will pick it up ASAP. I have a my phone holder. Okay, I don't have one of those iPhones that is magnetic, but I have a phone holder that's holding my phone, and it has a magnet. And then I have my phone holder that I use is a canvas lamp holder, and Ralph Steadman. And hold on, I'm gonna comment on that in 1 second. And sorry, I gotta finish my thought because otherwise I'm all over the place here. Yeah, so that's really basically it. I guess I didn't really have much more to say on that, except I have this. My point is you don't need a magnetic phone to use a canvas lamp magnetic phone holder or another kind of phone holder that's magnetic based. You can use a phone holder with a magnet in it. Ralph Steadman, was he a cartoonist for the New Yorker potentially? I know the name, and I'm just responding to Hobo Jim. I don't know off the top of my head. I would have to look at the artwork, but the name is making me feel like it's a name of somebody who is a cartoonist for the New Yorker. I could be completely off base, and if I am, I apologize for that. Let's see. I'm gonna just look it up on my iPad over here. Oops, sorry about that. Oops. Don't want to splat my artwork. Let's see. Let's go into... His name is Ralph Steadman. Oh! Wow. Images. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, thank you. I mean, obviously his work is amazing. So he did he must have done the art for the movie, right? The movie about yes, Hunter S. Thompson, Johnny Depp. Wow, beautiful artwork. Yes. Oh, I love that vibe. Yes, I have seen his art. I love his artwork. That's great. Oh my gosh, thanks for saying that. Very cool. Very, very cool. Is this working out for you guys? Hold on. I'm going to do this. Let's do that, shall we? Hey, thank you guys for being here with me today. I appreciate it. If you have thoughts on any of what I have said for the month of November, because today is our last day of Inktober, but I'm going to come out with a new list probably tonight. It will be on my post tab. I will put the list on my post tab, and we're going to do a whole new theme for November. So I'm thinking, I mean, I have so many themes I want to do. I'm just trying to think like what do I want to do next? You know what I mean? Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson. I'm just responding to any replay. I'm responding to Hobo Jim. Thanks, Hobo Jim. I love it. I love the artwork. I love it. And I do really love a lot of those New Yorker cartoonists too. I don't know if he ever did any for the New Yorker, but I love, 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 love. I'm just freestyling right now. So, great quote, huh? Lost causes are the only causes worth fighting for. I love this quote. So please let me know what your thoughts are. If you have thoughts. If not, that's cool too. If you like my stream, thank you for coming. And if you see fit to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. If you do like, and if you do want more of what you're seeing here. Also, I have a stream at 12:30 p.m. Eastern in the afternoon that I do work on Procreate on my iPad. So that one's vertical. If you like that. And I do talk in that stream too, but no, it's not like as talky and as visual as this one because I don't show my head in that one. And it's vertical until YouTube gives us the option to do both at the same time, which I think that day is going to come soon. But I'm holding out until it does, because I was going to do it myself in OBS, which is the software that I use to make this stream. But it's just a real lot to commit to setting up there every day. I won't do it. It's too much. It's already, I already have 2 cameras set up here and my lights and my blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to, I just can't do that. It's too much work for me. There's no way I would, it would not be successful for me to do manually set up vertical and horizontal at the same time. And who even knows if my bandwidth could take it, honestly. I don't know if my bandwidth, I mean, it probably could, but it would be potentially, it could definitely drop off. It could definitely drop off more often. So I'm going to start doing ink painting. So I just wanted to make this so you could see the entire thing because I don't want to miss anything. I don't want you to miss anything when I start with the water. When I start really getting very anarchy on this page, which I'm about to do. I'm going to grab a little water. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get our water. Let's get some water going. And drink some water to hydrate. All right, let's have some fun. I am going to get a little wild. Get a little wild. Get a little wild. Hold on. Oh! Wait, what's this? That's my little... Let's find my pipette. I know it's here. There, I see it. Okay. See, this is like the benefit of just having everything on your desk. You can just like go for it, right? We're just going to fill up our little spray bottle here with some water. And really, this is probably the best way to do it because otherwise it's just going to be kind of a mess. All right, that's enough. Let's get this going. get our little spray going here. There we go. All right, awesome. Let's do some spray. Let's do some brush. I want a nice, good-sized brush. None of this little wimpy water brush stuff for me right now. We're not there yet. We might have to do that, but right now I'm not doing that. Let's do, first we're gonna just like spray the edges a little bit. Just to like, so the edges are nice. Spray the edges. This ink I'm using is, it is water resistant, but not waterproof. So it's going to not completely get, you know, all watery, but it does get somewhat watery. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm talking about it picking up. That's what I mean. That's really what I mean. I mean, it doesn't always, it picks up more when it's just put down. And then if you put water over it, and then it does tend to get a little bit less waterproofy. I mean, a little bit less, I think what I'm trying to say is it gets a little bit more waterproofy as things go on. But as days go by, I should say. But let's do some of this. Okay, all right. We need our spray bottom now and a paper towel to get in there because I'm doing some experimentation here. What do I have that's handy that I can put a little water in? Shallow. All right, let's use this. We have one of these ball mason jar things. Let's do that. Okay, that works. Does anybody else do this? Just grab whatever's around. I'm just grabbing. Grab and go. Just grab whatever's there. So, actually, you know what would be really cool? And I did this the other day. I'm gonna do this because I like the effect. So this paper I'm using, and I talk about this a lot this month, this is this pen and ink paper by Canson XL line, the XL line, and it is pen and ink paper, and it's kind of funny. Like just yesterday I was talking about how I do not prefer this paper, and yet I'm using it all month, and clearly I don't hate it because I continue to use it. I am doing just pen and ink this month, so it's been sort of like you know, part of what I've been doing. Like it's been my paper for the media that I've been using, but I think I'm getting to like it a little bit more as the days go on. I still really like a mixed media paper. Like that's kind of my go-to for this type of work because I do like the absorbency that gives you, but I'm wondering if I did like a side-by-side test on mixed media paper and this paper and tried the same techniques, I do wonder how it would, if I would like the techniques better on this paper. because as the month has gone by, you know, I've been doing different techniques on this paper that I just, you know, intuitively sort of come up with. Like, for instance, this one where you just like take your brush. I mean, there's different ways to do this, but you can get some just really stunning effects that I love from just using like a wet brush and using all the little ridges to get this effect and just like pull, and it's just so cool. I love that look. So I think, and it's not like, I mean, I've done a lot of ink on mixed media paper too, but when you're not doing it side by side and you're not like, you know, consciously doing like a test, like you're not thinking about it, you know what I mean? So I should probably look back on my mixed media sketchbooks and see what kind of effects I have done or used with ink. Like look at some ink work I've done. But isn't that cool? Look at that. I mean, it just sits different, it absorbs different, or doesn't absorb, you know? So it's, so, you know, it's just kind of like, how does it work on this paper versus this other paper? And am I just sitting here like talking crap about this paper, and it's actually really good. I mean, it's good paper. I wasn't talking crap about it at all anyway. I mean, because I like it. I just think that I had come to the conclusion that I just generally don't love marker paper, which is basically what this is. This is very similar to marker papers that I have used. You know, marker paper, you buy a pad of paper, it's called marker paper. And it has properties that, you know, it's like thinner. This paper's like, it's lighter. It's not the same weight. I think it's like 80 something pound, and it's very, very smooth. Anyway, I did a lot of talking about this yesterday, so I don't want to repeat myself too much, you know, but yeah, I'm appreciating. Oh, I need to water that down a little bit. But yeah, I should make a video about like the cool effects that I have figured out this month during Inktober. But I think I'm planning on doing a video about all this Inktober and like everything I've done, and just doing like a sketchbook tour of everything from this month. So look for that. Keep a lookout if you would like to see everything in one place. There's, I think, 2 pieces that I've done that are not in this book. I specifically purchased this one to do Inktober because I thought it's perfect with the theme, right? It's ink. It's pen and ink paper. See that? I know. Hold on, I'm going to scroll you down. Do you see like that? You see like that and that? And they're not like the best ones on this right now, on this piece of art, but you can get some really, if you're working it on a piece of paper without other stuff on it, you can just get some really cool effects with the pull. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We're almost done is where we are. Lost causes. Let's do a pull in there. I like the idea of a little pull in the O. I'm going to rinse this. Okay, we're good on that. Now, let's rinse this one too. Make sure to clean your brushes. I'm gonna wipe some of this out. Hold on. This ink is cool. It makes nice splotches. If you drop your water, you know, with a little bit of ink on it, and then you wipe it, you get some good splotches. You know, nice transparent ones, you know what I mean? So they're not overwhelming, but they are good. So here we are. This is it, guys. This is it. I wish I could erase this, erase the pencil marks, because it's going to be a little bit more impactful without the pencil lines. But this is what we got. So I can't do it right now. So thank you, Ethel Lina White, for everything, for your contributions. I'm going to do a movie night in honor of you very soon. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I'll be back at, what is it, 11:23? I'll be back at 12:30, 12:45, in between there, to do my exterior back cover of Night Garden Fairy Cats, mixed media coloring and creativity book that I'm working on right now. So yeah, so thank you, and I will see you soon. Please like and subscribe if you like my content. I'm here every day, and the only days I'm not here is if I'm sick or otherwise have to be away, but I do this almost every day. So yeah, so I hope to see you soon. All right, have a great day. Bye.